Mini Cooper S. Gear lever's gone all floppy. Rah. What a pain. What seems to be the problem, it looks like the linkage has come adrift somewhere. I'm thinking it's going to be on the gearbox end. So first things first, let's whip that airbox out. Bit tricky to get away these ones. First of all, we need to pull off that auxiliary power socket, remove the intake pipe from the airbox. There is a bolt on the right hand side, a 10mm bolt. We've got to get this cover off the ECUs, so we pop that off, pull the little tabs back on the ECU plugs and remove them. One and then two, they're out the way. With a bit of a wiggle and a tug and a bit of wrestling, there's two rubber clips at the back, but they do just pull off. They're really tight. It's a bit tight. We're going to give it a real good wrestle. So once that airbox is out, we can now see the selector mechanism down on top of the gearbox, and that one's a bit loose. It's a bit tight, it's a bit tricky to get it out, and once we're down there we can see that the gear linkage has come away. There it is, that one there. You can see that that selector on there is loose, and every time we change gear it just pings it off like that, and the rubber inserts come off. What we can use is a temporary repair. I call it temporary. These ones aren't very good. They're a bit loose and a bit gammy, but we can buy a decent repairer off of eBay, $12.99. Really good solid repair on that, and it saves us replacing the whole cable through to the gear lever, which is a right job. So it's a great little fix. This is what I will be getting off of eBay to fit as a permanent repair, but in the meantime all I've got is one of these not so good ones. So here it is. It's a plate with an elongated hole in it. Now you have to kind of prise that over the broken end, and it's really tough to bend it and get it over, but with a lot of wiggling, there we go. So it's over there. Now I've just got to crimp that up and make it a bit tighter. We then put I've got to bend it round first. I've got to get it pointed in the right direction. So using the pliers, bit of a bend and a wiggle, and eventually I get it round. I can now bend that over the top of the end of the cable when it's in place on top of the broken bit where it's come away from the selector. And I'll bend that over and then get it pointed in the right direction and put a cable tie over each side to lock it into place. And what that will do is stop that cable end from lifting off of the broken part where it goes onto the selector. These have just got a rubber damper inside the connector on the end of the cable, and that's what perishes and comes apart. So you still have the socket is attached to the gear selector, but the rest of it is just come away. So let's get these cable ties on this to hold it all in place. Once they're in, that will stop that from moving about, and it will do us as a decent temporary repair until I can get one of these bolt-on ends, or if you're not happy with that, you can replace the whole cable. But I say that is a job. There we go, that's all nicely attached, and as you can see, it's now selecting nicely on the gear lever mechanism there. It's holding it all in place. Jobs are good and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. We'll pop the airbox back in again, wrestling with it. We've got them two rubber clips at the back again. Stick it all back together again. All seems to be working fine. If that's been of any use to you, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.